It is Friday, April 5th, 2019, 1:58 p.m. And it's relatively kind of the same as it was yesterday in terms of weather. It's kind of cold, but again, like I said yesterday, it's supposed to be warming up a little bit. So, the couple of extra things I want to talk about that I didn't list. The first was the sleep thing that I was talking about yesterday. Sleep. The thing wanted to talk about with sleep was that I'm just excited to go to sleep. Like it's weird. Like when I think about like at like 10:45 when I'm going to start time to get me to get ready for bed, I'm like, oh wow, I get to go to sleep soon. I'm super excited about it. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about with sleep. But the other main things were, let's start with friends. So um, with this Static X concert coming up, I started thinking about just Static X and how they're like one of the original bands I listened to get into metal and stuff. But I started thinking about like how like they were a big deal for me and Pat when we were growing up. Because remember we played Need for Speed Underground a lot, and The Only was on that soundtrack, and we loved Static X. And I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, like so much has changed. Like it kind of made me sad, to be honest. Cause it was like I was thinking about it. I was like, we were literally best friends. We were inseparable. We couldn't, like, everything we did together. And I thought, like, I had no reason to believe we were never gonna stop being friends. And we're still friends today, but we don't talk really, like, ever. And it was weird because like when I moved, we were still kind of friends and we kept in touch for a little bit. And then after a while, we just kind of stopped to the point where like we didn't talk at all. And it just made me sad because it was like that was my best friend. Like that was literally the person that I was closest to. That I was like, dude, you're the best. Like you're my best friend. And I knew everything about him. He knew everything about me, and we were just so close and so together and stuff. And now it's like we don't know. I don't know him. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know anything about him. Who he is. I don't know that. And I was just thinking about that. It made me a little sad because it was like, it was a natural thing, but we're both kind of, it happened. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying it sucks because it was like, he's my best friend. He's my best friend, right? And I was just thinking about it, and I was getting a little sad and stuff, and a little nostalgic as well. And I was like, I'm gonna ask if he wants to go to Static X. So I just messaged him on Facebook. I was like, yo, dude, Static X is coming down. I know you used to like him, so I'm going if you want to come. And he said he didn't think about it. But I think it'd be cool. And like it was weird because I'm the only one going. So if he goes, it'll just be me and him. Unless he wants to bring someone else. But it was just gonna be me and him if he goes. And I was thinking about it. I was like, this is the first time I think that I've ever been not nervous about being just one-on-one with someone in like a car or something like that. Because usually if I'm like, even with my friends now, even like when I'm in a car with Marcus, for example, by just me and Marcus, there's like this awkwardness that I feel. It's fine. Like I'm not like, I don't know how to explain it, but there's definitely like this tension, like this kind of, it's a me thing. It's like this shyness, this kind of nervousness with just one-on-one hangouts. But when I was asking him, I was thinking about the possibility of driving an hour one way and back, another hour, just me and him talking. I was like, I wasn't nervous. I was like, there was this calm, and I was like, okay, first of all, like this guy used to be my best friend, and I was like excited at the possibility. I'm still excited at the possibility that like I could get to know this dude over the course of 2 hours driving at least. So I hope he comes. That'd be cool. We can kind of get to know each other a little bit better. But yeah, it was weird because I was like, I wasn't thinking about, what if there's an awkward silence? What if there's nothing to talk about? Like nothing to talk about, dude. Like I don't know. I was just calm about it. So I asked him to come. Hopefully he comes. Because yeah, I was just thinking about it. Like he's really the only person in my life that like I had other friends growing up and stuff, but like none of them really. I don't know. I was close to a lot of people, but none of them really kind of had the same impact as Pat did. Whereas like literally we were, like I said, inseparable. So yeah, it just made me a little sad that we never really kept in touch. We don't keep in touch now. We're just kind of two different people that don't really know each other, despite the fact that we used to, like I said, just be so close. Like it's just bizarre. Like we went from being friends, and then I moved, and then we just stopped being friends. Essentially, kind of. We didn't stop being friends. We kind of stopped being friends. So yeah, that was a bummer. But again, hopefully he comes. If not, whatever. But yeah, it'd be cool to kind of get to re-know him. I'm not saying we're gonna be best friends or nothing again, but it'd be cool. The other thing I want to talk about is marijuana, which I haven't smoked yet, but I will eventually. I've cleaned out the pipe. got it all ready to go, just kind of waiting. The one thing I've noticed is that I'm kind of nervous though. It's like a new kind of nervous, and I think it honestly came from Bill Burr's podcast, because he was saying how he's trying to stop drinking, and how he was thinking about, like, what if I'm drunk, because he just had a kid like a year ago. So he's like, what if I get a little tipsy, have a few drinks, and something happens where I need to react fast, or I need to drive someone to the hospital. It's like, no, I can't, because I'm drunk, or I'm tipsy. Like, I can't do that because I'm in this way. And I think because of that, it stemmed this kind of paranoia in me that's like, what if what if I smoke, and what if something happens where I'm needed? It could be something minimal, like, hey, can you come fix my laptop or something? In which case, depending on how high I am, it could be something where it's like, this is going to be so much harder than it should be. Alternatively, what if it's a little bit more serious? Like, what if someone's car died somewhere? What if an actual emergency happened that I needed to respond to? And it's like, oh, well, I'm stoned right now and I can't drive, but I need to take this person somewhere, or go somewhere to do something. So that's just, I don't know, something I've been thinking about, something that makes me nervous. But I think honestly it's gonna be something that's kind of bum me out while I'm high, just like that possibility of it happening. But I think, I don't know, we'll see. Well, I'm definitely still gonna do it, but it's just, I hope it doesn't really bum me out harder than it. I hope it doesn't bum me out hard. So basically what I'm saying. Because I'm thinking about that a lot, and yeah, I don't like that possibility. And this whole, I've been trying to do this thing where it's like, it's possible, but is it probable? No, not really. I mean, what's really happened lately that has made me like had to have a fast reaction time or something that it was an emergency? Nothing really besides my mom's back thing, which, I mean, that didn't happen spur of the moment. Yesterday she came down and asked me some stuff about texting or phone thing, which probably would have been a little bit more difficult had I been high. But yeah, I don't know. I just something to think about and something to worry about, I'm sure. But yeah, next thing, and the last, I guess second last thing, I'll talk about school a little bit too. The next thing is Doug Ford. Oh my god, dude, this guy is a clown. He has single-handedly made me care about politics and made me hate him so much. He's done so many stupid things since he came into power. Yeah, ever since then, I've just been progressively more and more pissed off at him, and like, I actually want to vote. I can't wait to vote, so I hopefully vote him out of power. He has, some of the things he's done, he has changed the education curriculum or whatever back to like archaic ways where they don't teach you correct sex ed. They're not teaching about like the updated 2016 or whatever sex ed curriculum. They're teaching like stuff from like early 2000s maybe, or 1990 something. Which is ridiculous, because it doesn't teach you about I think it doesn't teach you about STIs. I don't think it teaches about different genders. I don't think it teaches about ways to stay safe while having sex. It's just literally abstinence. So that's really annoying. So stupid. Pass that through. Another thing he's done is change the classroom size maximum. So I believe it was 30 before, something like that. I believe he's making it unlimited now, which is just the most stupid thing in the world, considering that's a lot of people. Like, teachers, I swear, teachers are the most underpaid and underappreciated group of people in the world. Like, they are educators, they are counselors, they are babysitters. Like, they have so much on their plate, and to expect them to do a good job teaching or having a classroom of 40 plus kids is absolutely ridiculous. And it's just so stupid. He's cut OSAP. I forget what the change he made was, but this week there were protests at City Hall. Kids got out of school or walked out of school. They were protesting at schools. Something about cuts. I forget the exact thing, but he cut OSAP to where it's just whack now. He is deciding to spend time worrying about designs. So the one thing he's going to do is he's thinking about changing the license plate logo, or sorry, the license plate slogan, because that's important. He's thinking of changing the Trillium Benefits logo, which is going to cost $90,000 from taxpayers' money, because that's a good use of our fucking time. Unnecessary, unneeded, and so stupid. He completely botched the rollout of legal weed in this fucking place. He made it like a lottery system, and the lottery just sucked. And it was just like it was literally like a random selection of people. It was just so dumb. Like, what? I don't know. He fucked that up hard. I think he's against legal or safe consumption sites. He's so dumb. He's so stupid. He says he's for the people, but he's only for the people if you are rich, because then you probably are getting something in return from him. I believe he actually was. He's putting a cap on pay increases, and making it so that you can't go past certain points. I think I read something like that. And I think something where it was like minimum wage. He did something that didn't really work out at the end of the day. Surprising. Yeah, those are things that come to mind. He is an actual ass clown, and I hate this dude. He's so stupid. He is garbage. I don't know who was in power before him. I didn't really follow politics until he came along. So the only good thing he's done, as far as I'm concerned, is gotten me interested in politics and opened my eyes to how important it is to vote. So I really hope that next election, whenever it is, I believe it's in 2 years or something like that, I hope that he gets voted out of power. I don't know for sure, but I think I heard that it's likely that baby boomers were the people that gave him the majority of the vote to get in. So if that's true, fuck them for doing yet another thing that screwed us over. Yeah, it's just I'm just talking about it. It really irritates me. He's done so many stupid things. He's not a good whatever he is. Like, I don't know, he's not a prime minister or whatever he is. He's an idiot. He sucks. He's done nothing good for us. And he just continues to break things that don't need to be broken. Like, I couldn't believe in the span of a week, 2 days even, it came out that he's thinking about changing the license plate, and then he's doing the benefit thing logo. Why is that your concern? Is there nothing better you could be doing with your time? Even though that was 5 minutes of your time, is there nothing better you could have been doing? So that was stupid and annoying. Moving on though, last thing is school. Today I got my final project, and it seems pretty simple. It's basically rolling out 4 VMs. There's going to be 2 2016 data centers, 1 server 2016 core, and 1 nano server. We have to attach all of them to our domain. We have to make a DHCP scope, and the 2 data centers had to be deployed using WDS. And then after this, I have to attach an iSCSI to the data centers for my host, and then I have to do something else. And there's like 4 bonus mark things you can do as well. So basically done. I finished the first 4 steps. So now I just have to do the iSCSI Nano and the other step plus the bonus ones. It was kind of annoying because I started at like 9 o'clock, maybe 9:30, and I had everything right. Everything that I was doing was correct, but it just wasn't working. I was trying to deploy the data centers with WDS, but it just wasn't working. I kept getting DHCP failed. I couldn't go into Pixie Boot with that. And I Googled so hard, and then I finally was asking people in the class, and so Patrick and Mike came over, and they looked at everything, they looked everything over, they uninstalled, reinstalled, did some stuff, they looked at their configuration and my configuration, like, dude, literally everything that you've done, or that we've done on your computer, is what we did, and it's still not working. So I decided that I was going to re-image my drive, my SSD that we got, which by the way is pretty cool. We got free NVMe SSDs, USB powered at the moment. But there's like an actual NVMe that you can take out if you want to. We can keep them after we're done school, so that's cool. 480 gigs, I believe, or 500, I think it's right here actually. Yeah, 480 gigs. So, I reinstalled Windows, and then I did everything the same as I did before, and everything started working. At this point, it was like 11:30, so I wasted like 2 hours trying to figure this out because I thought I could just configure. Or I thought it was something that was missing. I didn't want to re-image my drive, but eventually had to, so that was a waste of time. That was kind of annoying. Had everything worked correctly, I probably could have finished the nano server. I probably could have finished the iSCSI thing, so it is what it is. I stayed like 15 minutes extra after class, and I decided to go home. Monday I'm probably going to stay until 12:30, 12:45, just trying to finish everything as much as I can. We have a quiz on Monday, so that's going to happen. But then yeah, it's just a work week for the rest of the week next week. So I want to get everything done, and the bonus stuff as well, just because I'm not sure if you can get above 100%, But he said that but he did say that it's cool because he's like, if you don't want to do this one part, you can just do a bonus objective instead, and you'll as long like I'll mark it. If I didn't want to install a nano server, I can just do 2 of the bonus objectives, for example, and still get the same grade if I did the nano server. But I want to do everything, and then I want to do the bonus objectives just in case I get over 100. Even if I don't, it'll be nice practice. But if I do get over 100%, it'll be nice because I can kind of balance out some of the lower marks I got anywhere else. For example, the quizzes, like last week's quiz, I got 70%, which I'm not too happy about. But the week before that, I got like 94 or something like that. So either way, it'll be something to do. Hopefully, I can finish it by Tuesday, I'm hoping, because that'll be plenty of time, I believe, to get that all figured out and done. And then either he's going to remote into my desktop and do it then, or I can come in on Friday, get it all figured out then, because that's when it's due. And yeah, so that's the thing. I'm excited. I'm actually genuinely excited about doing this project. I wish I could have done more today, and I wanted to stay longer, but I was like, whatever. I'm not going to start a new thing because it's going to take a while. Plus, like, people are going to start coming in from the afternoon classes. It's like I do groceries and stuff like that. So, yeah. So that's what I did today. And then again, I'm going to finish that on Monday. Bought a whole bunch of chips for WrestleMania. I don't know if you can see those. No, the mic's in the way. Yeah. So I bought a whole bunch of chips for WrestleMania. It's a potluck going at my brother's house. I bought some chips that you can dip with. He's making some dip and some other crap. And then I got all dressed Doritos and dill pickle, family sized, all of them. Or sorry, party size for everything except for the dill pickle, which is family sized, which isn't that big. But hopefully people like it, and there's plenty to eat. So yeah, now I'm gonna go watch whatever podcasts I have left, finish off whatever, and listen to some music, and then probably play some Rayman Legends, finish that maybe, and play some Wolfenstein Old Blood, I believe is what I'm playing. So that's the plan, and I will most likely make a vlog after WrestleMania. So longer than I thought it was going to be, but that's all the stuff I had in mind to talk about. Alright, deuces.